Guys, my name is Okoro Blessing in Kiroka, and I am popularly known as Blessing CEO. It's a love month, that's why I'm wearing red. Today is the 2nd of February 2021. Guys, so we're going to be talking about a very important topic today, which is it okay to ask a man when he's going to marry me? Am I going to seem desperate when I ask a man that question? A lot of women actually have this at the back of their mind, whereby they want to ask a man when, but they don't want to come off as desperate. They don't want to come out as somebody who is expecting too much. And a lot of women are pretty bothered. Blessing, is it okay for me to ask that question? Am I going to come off as a desperate woman or somebody who is wanting too much? No. It is very okay for you to ask a man where the relationship is leading to. Marriage, friendship, cordialship, colleagueship, whatever. It is simply called definition. When you are in a relationship and you are 6 months in that relationship, max 6 months is the max you should be in a relationship, and you should define the relationship and understand where that relationship is going to. Trust me, no matter how old you are, whether you are 21, whether you're 22, whether you're 23, it is always good to define the relationship. What have landed a lot of women into trouble today is the fact that they always live in assumption. They're always assuming. You feel because you're cooking for the guy, he's your boyfriend. You feel because you're wearing the same clothes. You feel because you're sticking it to his mother. You're always feeling. All those things are just the assumption that is going on in your head. Trust me, that is not actually what it is. But when you ask question, it enables you have something to hold on to. Because the funniest part is that in relationship and marriage, the only thing you have to hold on to are people's word. That's the honest truth. You can't see through their hearts. It's only what they tell you, and you begin to watch how they also act, that actually keeps you going. What is trust? Trust simply means I'm going to believe you. I'm going to give you a benefit of a doubt and accept and believe everything you get to say. Sometimes I even get to wonder, why do you even date people that you cannot trust? Because when you date people you don't trust, wahala for you. So it is very okay for you to define your relationship after 6 months of whatever you guys are doing. Let's assume we're playing for 6 months. We've gotten to know each other for 6 months. We have been cordial. Now, some people used to say, I cannot use 6 months to know somebody. You cannot even use 10 years to know anybody. That's the honest truth. Now, the point is, you want to date for a long time. What is your annoying long dating? I want to know this person. I want to know her. I want to do this one. I want to do that. It doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way. You can date someone for 10 years and not even know them. 20 years and not even know them. What are you even dating someone for 10 years for? We would have had like 7 kids. Don't let people date you for that long, claiming that they want to get to know you. 6 months is enough to get to know somebody. Marriage is a learning process. Marriage is more like an assignment. So let's get into the marriage and beginning to solve this assignment and beginning to examine and begin to get solutions, because there's no amount of relationship or courtship that we're going to do that is going to make us know each other. That's the honest truth. That's why I said 6 months max. You guys have known the vital things about each other. You guys have known if you guys are compatible. You guys have stayed together. You guys have known if you guys can communicate or share things together. With 6 months and you pay attention in your relationship, you should be able to read a man from head to toe. You should be able to read a woman from head to toe. The only reason why you might not know anybody in 6 months is when you don't pay attention. That's the problem. A lot of you get to date people and you don't pay attention to them. You just get to live with the expectations in your head and the assumption in your head. You are assuming he should. You are assuming he should. All those assumptions is what is messing up with your head. So you do not pay attention. But trust me, when you pay attention to a man or you pay attention to a woman, in 6 months max, you should be able to know who these men are. You might not know so much about them. Anyway, I'm not doing anything with your past, because sometimes some men want to start to dig into your past and start to dig into what you have done. So that's not the most important thing. I want to know about you. I want to know about you. Now, I want to know if I can be able to stay with you. I want to know if I can be able to communicate with you. That's the most important thing about courtship. Communication and compatibility. Because that's what we are going to do in the relationship. We are going to talk more than we even have sex. So the point is, in 6 months, you should be able to know if you are compatible with people. So you cannot tell me you're keeping me in a relationship for 1 year and trying to know me, you're trying to understand me. Oh God, please. If you want to understand me, buy this book and take your time to read it. Don't rush me. Exactly. So it's okay for you to ask questions. It's okay for you to ask the guy, where is this leading to? It doesn't necessarily have to lead to marriage. For the guys who are listening to me, let me tell you something. It's okay for you to tell a woman that you want them to be friends. I just want us to be friends. You can start from friendship. It doesn't necessarily mean that when you date a woman for 6 months, you must marry her. No, you can just tell her, I want us to be friends. Friendship is even the most important thing before marriage. You guys begin to bond. Friendship simply means I want to get to know more about you. I want to be close to you. I want to get to see your in and out. I want you to be free with me. Because sometimes when you just jump into I want to marry you, a woman begins to act a certain way. She starts to act like wife material. She begins to overdo. So sometimes I even prefer you start with friendship. But as a woman, don't ever go with a man that tells you, let's go with the flow. Yeah, once you hear that word, let's go with the flow, run, no, that one is going to play with your destiny. Let's go with the flow is a no-no. Let's see how it's going. Let's see where the world is taking us to is a no-no. But when a man offers you friendship, in fact, it's one of the greatest. Don't think because you dated a man for 6 months and he says and he says he's not ready for marriage, does not mean he's not a good man. No, if he offers you friendship, it's even the best, because friendship enables us to get to know each other. I don't want you to hide so much from me. It is from friendship that leads to courtship, engagement, and marriage. So don't always turn down the offer when a man tells you, I want you to be my friend. Because a lot of men have started lying to women because they know that when they don't say marriage, the woman is running. No, it doesn't necessarily have to be marriage, but just define it and understand that this is friendship. We are trying to build friendship, and friendship is all you need in marriage. That's the honest truth. Some people are going to ask me, Blessing, how long am I supposed to date a guy before he gets to marry me? I don't know about that. There is no particular time you need to date a man before you get to know that he's going to marry you. Date as long as you want to date. Be friends as long as you want to be friends with, until you guys are ready. Now, the point is, when you put a time limit to this thing, you put unnecessary pressures on yourself, because marriage is a journey. Enjoy the roller coaster. What you are doing in a relationship is what you're also going to go and do in marriage. That's the honest truth. Normally, God said, leave this sex for husband and wife. A lot of young people are already having sex. So I don't even see that thing you want to go and be doing in marriage, not in your relationship, because you're already having sex in your relationship. So going to the marriage is, you guys are going to do the same thing. That's the honest truth. Some people are already having kids in their relationship. So I'm not going to say, okay, when you marry, you have kids, because a lot of people who are not even married are beginning to do what married people are doing. So courtship is almost the same thing as marriage. The difference is that there's a commitment. When I'm dating you, I'm giving you a commitment verbally. But when I'm getting married to you, I'm giving you a commitment written down. And trust me, things that are written down are more historical and more authentic. That's why everybody wants to get married. When people write down something and sign, it simply means, this person is serious with this. Let's get down. But that's the reason why everybody wants to get married. I want to get married because I want to be sure of what I'm doing. Do you understand? When you append your signature on something or you sign something, at least I have something to show. This is him that signed. But when you say something, you can always deny and say, I don't talk amo. Do you understand? And that's the reason why when you're getting married, you have witnesses, so that tomorrow the man will not come and say she forced me, or the woman will not come and say he forced me. So that's what marriage is practically about. So enjoy the relationship, and there is no time limit to this thing. A lot of men that you want to marry you are not mentally ready for marriage, but they want to be friends with you. They love you, but they're not mentally. Many of you are married to boys. That's the problem. Because you are so desperate and you want to get married, you end up marrying a boy. That's the problem. You start to battle, you start to fight, you start to go crazy and freaky. That's the point, because you always rush to marry boys who don't have the right mental capacity to get married. And when you marry a man who do not have the right mental capacity, trust me, he will always feel caged. Any small thing you feel that, for no marry you, they will always rebel because they feel that they're not ready for this thing. But when you marry a man who is mentally ready, trust me, he's going to treat you like a woman. That's the reason why we're having a lot of breakups these days, because a lot of women are beginning to force a lot of boys who are not ready to be married to marry them. That's the reason why I have a lot of dasbos. We have a lot of boys inside the body of a man. So I hope I've been able to share something. It's okay for you to define your relationship. It's okay for you to ask the man any questions you want to ask the man. Yes, feel free, because we're in this relationship together. Asking questions simply means I want to know where exactly I'm going to please, so I don't go misroad. Exactly. So it's okay for you to ask the questions. Thank you guys for listening, and don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Click the link on the bio and turn on your notification button, because I'm going to be bringing you guys more exclusive and exciting relationship news here on my YouTube channel. I love you guys so very, very, very much. If you want to talk to a relationship therapist privately, don't forget to call this number, 070-195-11795. I'm going to put the number right on your screen. You can book a consultation with us. Yes, I'm a relationship therapist, and yes, I do private consultations. Even if you're outside the country, we do online consultations. You can talk to me via the phone, via video call, and we get to chit chat about the things that are bothering you. Don't forget, it's not for free. We have a consultation fee, just a token. I love you guys.